All right, everybody. We are live, and another year is about ready to end. Let's see. Well, all right. Well, I hope everybody had at least a decent 2021. Hopefully it was better than better than your 2020, I hope. But unfortunately, this year was some people's 2020. It's like, so this year was really just an extension of 2020 for the most part. But anyway, let's get to the actual party, though, which is over here. So here's the countdown. 58 minutes and 15 seconds. That should be accurate on the second. I made sure of it, as always. So, 11:01 p.m. right now. And now it's 11:02. So we got 58 minutes left of 2021 to go. Let's see who we got this time. We have Tom. Fireworks have been going off outside all evening. So, in an hour, it'll be 2022. Let's see. So we got the mayor over here. Then we got Barbara. Yeah, so 2021, I'll just say that I know we all wanted this year to be better than last year, and for some people it probably was. And hopefully it was for you, but, it can't be. I'm sure it wasn't better for everyone. This was the year that, we were hoping that COVID was no longer going to be around and it was going to just disappear, but it did not. So yeah, COVID's still a thing. Still much out there. And it wouldn't surprise me if even by this time next year, COVID is still out there. I'm starting to lose hope on COVID just disappearing one day and talk about it just ceases all of a sudden. It just ain't gonna happen. But as for my 2021, though, I guess it was a little better. Still not great. But I guess it was a little better than last year. Because last year was just so much just gloom and just everything shut down, can't do anything because everything's closed, and people were losing their jobs and getting or having like like temporary laid offs. Like even I got a temporary laid off for like a week or so, but that was nothing compared to some of the people who actually lost their jobs. That was all last year, and that actually continued to this year as well. Like, the economy is still a mess, and it's just amazing how just this virus has just completely changed all of our lives. Like, it really has. Like, it's just, like, it's left such a huge impact on all of us. And it is still, it's still doing that today. And I think we're all tired of it, even me. I mean, even I'm tired of hearing about vaccines and shots and all that stuff. Uh-oh. Looks like something's going on with the picture. Some of those connections can be a little loose. But yeah, though, I mean, it's just been a really wild ride, and I'm tired of being on it. I just want a normal year. I think we all just want a normal year. Let me try to see if I can fix. Let me see if I can make that picture better without making it worse. There we go. That's better. Okay. Yeah, fireworks are still going off outside. So yeah, 2021 has been, it's not the year everybody wanted, but it's definitely perhaps a step in the right direction. But but I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know what to make of it anymore. I really don't. This year is. I mean, this year and last year have just been years that no one could predict, and. But anyway, though, this year has just been. Well, I mean, this year I tried to do things a little differently. Like, I tried to make the best of it and just tried to pretend that things were still normal, Like, I just got back from a vacation, even though some might not recommend traveling right now, especially around the holidays. But I still did. But I'm a solo traveler, so it's not like I can get it from somebody or something like that. So I would say that puts me at a little lower risk since I travel alone anyway. But but still though, it's risky doing anything, and you take a risk just stepping outside. So I mean, there's a risk with everything you do. Just gotta be careful. And just be smart about it, and but we can't be scared. We can't just be scared now of a virus or something. We just have to still live your life. Just be careful, be safe, and but just still live. You know, we can't hide in our house all our lives. We can't hide in our house all throughout the year. You know, we got to go out. We got to go to work. We got to make a living. We have lives to live. So, but it's just tough. It really is. You know. Anyway, ain't nothing really too hot going on here at the party area. So, I tend to play some NES. And this is really the only time I play NES, is when I play this game. Step inside the house. We got 4 NES games here to play. We have tennis, an Excite Bike, pinball, and balloon fight. I like all those. So we'll play some tennis. I like playing tennis on NES. See, I think the higher the level, the more the difficulty. So we'll just go with 3. Hey. Oh. Out of bounds. Oh. Well. That wasn't good. Oh. Alright, I won this round. Ah. In. No, really? Oh, wow. This guy's good. Oh, well, maybe not so good. Oh. So was it like best of 3, I think, or best of 5? I was doing good. Yeah. I pressed it too early. Double fault! Man, hit the net. Maybe I'm not very good at tennis. I mean, I don't play any real sports in real life, so... Oh, wow. Okay, even he double faulted. It's like, in these... At least in this game, the AI can make mistakes. You know, that's always nice to see, you know. Instead of them being perfect and they never make mistakes. Makes it seem a little more fair. Oh. Oh well. Let's play something else. Excite bike? Sure. Wait a minute. Wait, let me... Okay. I was going to try to go back, but I guess you can't. Yeah, Selection A has no AI racers, and Selection B does have AI racers. Oh. Oh. Finish! Well, it looks like I got a pretty good time. And number 3? And number 3, that's not bad. I don't know, I was wanting to try the other selection. The other game mode. Selection B. Mm-mm-mm. I think it's all still time-based, though. Like, there is no, like, position. Like, the AI racers are basically just, like... You know, like, more hazards to avoid. You know, there are other hazards to avoid. And they can slow you down and wreck you like that. So it's a more difficult mode. Alright. And not as good that time. Alright. Move on to the next one. Pinball. Yeah, pinball is good. Let's see. Yeah, it is already the new year in Eastern time because it's 12:21 over there. So it's already 2022 on the East Coast. But I am in Central Time, so I'm an hour behind. Nice. Oh, well, that's it. I got 17,000 points. Alright, final game. Balloon fight. I like balloon fight. It's always a cool challenge. If you get the bubbles, you get more points. All right. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if I got him or not. All right. Bonus balloons. That's my favorite part. Oh, I missed that one. Are you serious? God. Well, I'm not gonna get the bonus points then. I still have both my lives, though, so... Although, I might have spoke too soon. Oh, yep. One's done. Ooh. Oh man, I figured that. Come on. Gain altitude. These orange balloons. A little more challenging. Yeah, I'm already gonna miss one. And I think that is my real high score there. 125,500. Ooh. Oh. Oh! Oh! Come on, really? Well, game over. Game over. Well. Well, we got 32 minutes left of 2021. Yeah, the years really are going by fast. I mean, it seems like I remember doing this last year, and yeah, the years really go by fast. But it's been really warm here anyway this past week or two, so it really hasn't felt very festive. Yeah, like, I mean, I noticed a lot of people were saying that they just didn't really feel very festive this year. Not very, like, it just didn't really feel like Christmas, and like, even now, like, even for New Year's, I had to keep reminding myself that today was New Year's Eve. This was the last day of the year because I mean, it's just been like so warm here. It just doesn't really feel like it. Alright, less than 30 minutes now. And it's just been so warm here and stuff. But that's gonna change next week. They're saying it's gonna be cold and might even get some snowflakes. So like, what a drastic change. Well, I mean, there's just so much. Like, stuff did happen this year, but it's like none of it was really good. Like, it's like nothing much has really happened this year and even last year that really benefited us any. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's like it's just like we're all just so much at odds now. Like everyone is just like, you know, they're just fighting and just, you know, like it's just really sad to see. You know, like, you know, between the coronavirus that started last year and some other things that happened this year, it's like, you know, we're just all at odds, and I'm just not liking that at all. I mean, I just don't see it going anywhere good. So I don't know what's going to happen in 2022 that will turn that around. But that being said, I do have some high hopes for 2022. Like some people have been saying that maybe we are reaching the real end of the pandemic. I really hope they're right. I mean, I was thinking that last year, but maybe this is the year it'll happen. Maybe 2022 will be the year where there won't be any more mask mandates. I mean, there already aren't that many more mask mandates. Like, there's already a lot of people around here that aren't really wearing masks anymore. So, but then you have vaccine mandates, which I'm not for I'm not for vaccine mandates. But you know, I mean, they're trying to do that, so I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, this isn't a political show or anything, but it's just, I mean, that's really all that's going on. Like, there's just like people are just, I mean, some people are just crazy. I mean, what can I say? Some people are just crazy. And I mean, like, and like this year and last year has just been so full of negative energy. Like, there's just been nothing much to really look up to, and nothing to really be hopeful about. And that has really, like, some people have taken it really hard. I mean, it's just really tough. So like I said, this year may have been someone's 2020. Like, I mean, I think it's universally accepted that 2020 was like a really, really bad year for everybody. But, you know, some people did okay though. And this year may have been worse for some people than last year. So, you know, I mean, it particularly wasn't for me. I mean, my 2021 was decent. You know, I mean, it wasn't great, but I tried to make the most of it. So, but, you know, but yeah, I mean, this year it was just still more of the same, honestly. Like, it was just more of the same of last year. And then we just kept adding more on top of it. Like, we just kept adding more fuel to that fire. And now the fire is as big as ever. And so I really don't know what the answer is, but anyway, yeah. So let's see I'm gonna think about something positive. Like, I mean, what good things happened this year? Like, and like, what did I do this year? I mean, I just came back from vacation, so that was good. That was a good way to end the year. But before that, I mean, I did get a PlayStation 5 this year, so that was a big achievement. PlayStation 5s are still really, really hard to find. And I got really lucky. I found, well, I didn't find mine. I just got an email saying that it was, well, I got an invite to buy one directly from PlayStation on PlayStation Direct. This was back in August. And at first I was like, I had doubts that I was going to get one. I'm like, well, this probably ain't going to work. But it did. They gave a certain time and day, and I was there, and I was able to place my order, and it was delivered in a couple days. And that's how I got my PS5. And some people have gotten theirs that way too. Others have been lucky enough to like pre-order one from like Walmart or Target or GameStop. But I never tried doing that. I was just like, whenever I find one, I'll find one. And the PlayStation 5 is definitely good. It's definitely it's just that the games coming out for it have been kind of slow. But I think that's how every new game console is when it first comes out. Like, there's just not many must-have titles for it. The first year or two, even. But it's hard to believe that the PS5 has already been out for over a year. Because it feels like there hasn't... Because with how uncommon it is to find still, it's like you would think it just came out last week or something and people are still buying it up. I mean, everything's just all messed up. It really is. Everything's all messed up. The cars are expensive, like the cost of everything is going up, and chip shortage. Like, is there still a chip shortage? Because I've been hearing about that for months, and it's like, is that still going on? You're making it hard to find PS5s and Xboxes and chips in cars and all that stuff. It's just making everything. It's just making everything hard to find and also more expensive when you do find it. So that's just really rough. But still, I don't want it to all be negative here. I mean, some good things did happen in 2021. Like I said, I got my PS5 and went on a couple of trips and had some fun, and I had I played a few good video games. I've still been adding to my collection. Still been adding some Dreamcast titles and some N64 games. I've been trying to redecorate. Reorganize my room, my game room a little bit. And there's just... I'm going to work on that more next year. Next year, I have a really pretty good plan in place, I think. Next year, I'm going to, really try to redecorate the house. And, maybe put a fresh coat of paint on. And also, next year is when I plan on, actually redoing my whole computer, like building a new PC, because this PC I have right now, I built it in 2012, so it'll be 10 years old next year. So I think it's finally time to redo it. And of course, it's too old to put Windows 11 on it, but I ain't too worried about Windows 11. Windows 11 seems unnecessary right now. Windows 10 is still fine, and nothing wrong with it. But I did get a new TV for the for the office this year. Like I did a video on that. In fact, that may have been... No, my last video was on that My last video was on the cassette player. The TV I got back in November, just around Thanksgiving or Black Friday, and it's been holding up well so far. For an entry level TV, it's pretty good. But like all the other stuff, like the smart interface can be laggy and slow. Like when you first turn the TV on, it might take a full minute or two for the TV to actually respond to anything, which I think is a common problem with these TVs. Even the more expensive ones. But I got that for Thanksgiving. And, I mean, had a pretty good Christmas. Christmas was pretty good. Saw family, that was nice. It's always nice to see family and get together with them and have some laughs and whatever. So that was much needed. So that was nice. So, I mean, this past week or so has probably been, honestly, this past 6 or 7 days have probably been like the best week of the entire year for me, really. Been having a really good time. I've been, trying to actually like do some stuff. Trying to get in brighter spirits and have some fun and end the year on a good note. And I think I accomplished that. This week's been really good. But another few days, I'll be going back to work here, and then reality will set back in. But it's always nice to start a new year over again, have a clean slate, and start fresh, and do those New Year resolutions, and just get another chance, another year, have another January, February, March, do it all over again, have another birthday, and see what happens if anything's different this year. So, I mean, that's what makes life really exciting, is that you don't know what's going to happen. And, anything could happen in the next year. I mean, you just don't know. So I definitely have high hopes for 2022. Not to, like, overhype it or anything, but I do have some good hopes for 2022. I have some plans in mind, things I want to do. I want to travel more next year because I really enjoy traveling. It's been like I've been missing it, and so I really want to travel some more, and more than just like once a year after Christmas or something. Like I really do want to travel more. But overall, though, I guess there really isn't much else left to say about 2021. I mean, nothing I really want to talk about. I mean, it's just, like I said, that, there's just so much negativity in the news, and so many people still have it really rough. And I really do feel for them. Some people, this whole pandemic, this whole situation has really hit some people hard, and some people have lost their lives, lost loved ones, or lost their jobs, or like it's really impacted them really bad. And I mean, it can happen to anybody. I mean, I've known of a few people, like I don't know them personally, but I know of there was someone I follow. There was someone I followed on YouTube. I discovered them late last year, and I was watching their videos, and after a little while, I noticed that they weren't posting videos anymore, and well, come to find out, they had like contracted COVID, and they were in the hospital, and they lost their lives. So it does happen. COVID is out there. So it's, I mean, we can't be scared of it, but, I think by this point we are all aware that it is out there, that it is a thing. So we just have to, just be careful. That's really the only takeaway. It's just, like wash your hands, do stuff you should be doing anyway. Wash your hands and stay away from people you don't know, stranger danger. They might have a virus, and I mean that's pretty much it. Don't hide in your house. Not unless you're sick or something, of course, and stay home. But I mean, this virus has just been. I mean, that's all we talk about now. Like, that is all that I hear is stuff about vaccines and stuff about masks and stuff about mandates and stuff about things the virus is impacting, like the economy and whatever else. And I'm like, can we talk about something else now? Like, I mean, let's just try to do something else. Why does it have to be so negative? I mean, we're all tired of this. We were tired of this a year ago, and we're definitely tired of it now. But I don't know. Maybe we are kind of reaching the end of it finally. I hope so. And maybe by sometime this coming 2022, sometime in 2022, maybe maybe it'll finally kind of straighten out, and but I don't know what to believe anymore. I really don't know what to believe anymore. Like, right now, I'm just at a see what happens kind of thing. But yeah, that's pretty much all that was for 2021. So maybe my buddy, maybe we'll talk for a little bit. He's been running a little late the past couple of years, but again, that's fine. We all have lives. But I always like to hear his comments about the year. So maybe he'll hop on in a few minutes, or maybe around midnight after New Year's is here, and maybe we'll talk for a little bit. I hope so. But yeah, there's fireworks going on outside, and everything. So but at least you all have heard my take of 2021. It was just more of the same. That's pretty much takeaway. It's just been more of the same. So, but yeah, we only got 10 minutes and 45 seconds of the year to go. So, but overall, like I said, 2021 was really more of the same. Maybe a slight step in the right direction in some aspects, but I don't know. In some ways, this year was pretty close to 2020. It still wasn't a good year. Nothing particularly bad happened in 2020 for me, particularly. Nothing particularly bad happened in my life, but this year was still bad for a lot of people, and that needs to change. And when that does change, that's when we can finally say that things are getting better for everyone. But we're not at that point yet. we're still recovering from everything, and it's just it just sucks that this whole situation's been around for so long as it has been, and but yeah, still some good things did happen this year. I remember having a good birthday this past year. I went to Dave and Buster's and played some arcade games and stuff, so that was a good thing to do for my birthday this year. And like I said, had a good Christmas. We enjoyed Christmas. It's always nice to spend time with family, and and I hate it when things fall down. But I just can't avoid the fact that there is a lot of negativity in the air. Like, there's just not a whole lot of. I try to stay positive about things, but there's just so much bad things in the news. It's just really hard. And I know I probably shouldn't pay attention to any of that stuff. I really shouldn't, but I like to be in the know and know what's going on. So, but still, but it really is true. Like, when they say, the less you know, the better, and everything, that really is true. That really is true. There are some things that you don't need to know. So if you don't want to know those things, I definitely understand. I don't blame you. Sometimes ignorance is bliss, as they say. Because sometimes the more you know about the world and what's going on in it, then it can just can really just drag you down. But I was finally glad to finally do some traveling at the end of this year and finally get a nice getaway. It's good to get away from life and just kind of forget about things for a while and just pretend that maybe things are normal again. That was really nice. Let's just pretend that things are normal for a little bit. Let's pretend that we don't have to social distance and we don't have to, wear masks or whatever. But I remember someone saying a while back that, we're never going to return to the life that we lived prior to COVID. That's a very, that's a really sad statement. We're never going to go back to that. Yeah, we're never going to go back to 2019. And the more I think about it, the more I really do miss 2019 and 2018 and even 2017 and 16, because they were all before COVID and none of this stuff was going on. So that automatically makes that automatically made all the previous years better, because while COVID technically did start in 2019, because it's called COVID-19, and that's why it's called COVID-19. But it didn't really hit here in the U.S. really hard until February of 2020. So that's why 2020 is the year everybody remembers. Most of 2019 was fine. It was normal. It was just, it just didn't really start affecting here until 2020. So yeah, when I look back at this year and last year, it's I really do miss 2019. They weren't perfect years either. I don't remember what all I said about them back then, but now looking back at them, I'm like, oh yes, I would take 2019 any day, or 2018 even. Or 2017, 16, 15, 14, 13, all those years, Well, besides 2011 and 2010, those were bad years for me, but any year after that would be fine. But anyway, this year is officially almost over. We only got 5 minutes left of it here in the Central Time Zone. And, of course, if you're in the Eastern Time Zone, it's already been 2022, so Happy New Year to you. And if you're in the Mountain Time Zone, you still have an hour and 5 minutes to go. And if you're on the West Coast, in Pacific time, well, you still got 2 hours and 5 minutes to go. So, but yeah, though, here we go. We're almost in 2022 officially. And I always feel happy to put a year behind me and start a new year, especially now because we need to get through these bad years. We need to, we were all happy to get rid of 2020, but I mean, I think we're all happy to get rid of this year as well, because both these years have been rough for a lot of people, and I really hope that 2022 is the year that turns it around, because we've had enough of this. And I think a lot of people are fatigued. Like, they're not, even those people that were taking it seriously like a year ago, like last year. Like, even I was taking it really seriously. But now I'm starting to kind of loosen it up, because I'm like, we can't do this forever. And it's like, if we're going to get it, it's like, if I'm going to get sick, I'm going to get sick. And I'll take my chances. Because, again, there's a risk with everything you do. So, but you can't be afraid. I mean, you might drive your car and get into an accident. Or you might go outside and meet someone, have a good time, but you might get sick because you didn't realize someone was sick. And that's just the way it is. And we're now getting our call. Hello?
Give me a second. Hold on.
What'd you say?
Hold on, give me a second.
Okay. I mean, you only got 2 minutes and 43 seconds.
I guess I forgot.
Because you were doing homework.
Fireworks outside won't let me forget, though. They keep blowing off.
Yeah. All right, Derek, but real quick, in 2 minutes, how was your 2021?
My 2021 was pretty darn good.
It was? Okay.
As far as the COVID and the people dying and stuff, wasn't really in my circle, so sorry, folks.
Well.
But beyond that, yeah, had a fun year, a pretty pleasant year, new things, lived in a new place.
That's right, yeah.
Felt like I kind of got better at my job. Didn't have nearly as much free time as I hoped, but oh well.
Yeah, that could definitely be helped, couldn't it?
Trying to figure that part out.
Fireworks, yes.
Lots of those you can probably hear.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, I was saying real quick that, this year was kind of like just a repeat of last year, I think, for a lot of people. And you remember I said last year that for some people, this year might be their 2020, and I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, unfortunately. But some things happened to me. Like, I got a PS5 this year. That's a good thing, right?
Right?
Yeah, I got a PS5. That's a big accomplishment, right?
Some would say, yes, I would agree with you. Some would say that.
Yeah. But, yeah, so we have 30 seconds. 30 seconds. 29.
Oh, they're really letting it rip outside.
Yeah. There's been fireworks going off here a little bit. Like pretty much all evening since the sun's been down.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost it was like 8 o'clock.
Yeah. They must really be looking forward to the new year, I guess. All right. 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, y'all.
Happy New Year, Derek.
We gonna give it a go. Man, we're on the other side of the road. Got a nice show.
Alright, just like that, it's January. Welcome to January, Derek. Saturday.
January.
First! Those YouTube comments that say, first! So silly.
But they don't say crap like that anymore.
Yeah, they do.
Uh-oh.
Yes, they do. I mean, I guess you wouldn't know, but yeah, they do.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, so 2022 is here, officially.
Time to start remembering to write the right date.
Yeah, that and just well, yeah, instead of being 21, it's 22. But
What other annoyances do I have to remember now?
those fireworks in the pond. In the pond.
They going off crazy right now. I hear. Still going.
Yeah, it's yeah, one day I would like to go to like some kind of like New Year's bash or party, but of course they've been not suggesting that anyways. But
Yeah, I mean, I've only gone to a few like parties like ever.
yeah.
Some things need to like, go to like your local town's kind of setup of where your city's gonna blow them off, and then go to that. Like you go to see it. That's always fun.
Yeah, I mean, I like seeing fireworks and stuff, but but like I was saying earlier too, it's like I just really haven't felt that festive this year.
Yeah.
Like, Christmas, I didn't really feel it. And even New Year's, I had to keep reminding myself that this was New Year's Eve. Like, it just doesn't feel like it.
Right.
It doesn't really feel like New Year's Eve. It still feels like it's like maybe September or something.
Right.
I mean, keep in mind, I was just sitting on the beach a couple of days ago.
Yeah. It's cute.
Like 80-degree weather. It's like this isn't December. This is like August or something. So yeah, it does kind of like screw up the I don't know, what is that word I'm looking for?
The experience or whatever.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You the feeling.
Did you ever have trouble staying up to midnight as a kid, or did you just do that all the time, like me?
You mean for like this, or just period?
Well, for like this primarily, but I guess either one.
No, not necessarily. I never really had any trouble with that.
Yeah. I mean, I've always been a night owl. I've always stayed up very easily. I've never had any trouble staying up.
Yeah, no, I never had any trouble with that.
Yeah.
It's real little, maybe, but no, not really.
It's kind of weird how some people just... they just can't do it. They struggle to do it. But...
Yeah.
But me, I struggle to not do it.
Like yesterday, I fell asleep at like 7:30 because I had eaten some food, and Liz and her mom gave me a bunch of medicine and crap, and I could barely even hold my head up. I just wanted to fucking fall into my bowl of soup. So as soon as they were like, "Go lay down," I just fucking ran upstairs and went to go pass out. That was like at 7:30. I don't know if I fell asleep at 7:30.
Oh yeah, I do that too. Like whenever I get hungry, whenever I get done eating a big meal or something, I just lay on the couch and I can get really sleepy.
Yeah.
And that's the most sleepy I feel all day. I never feel that tired when I get in bed.
Yeah. Right.
You know, but after eating something and just laying on the couch being lazy, oh yeah, I will fall asleep. I could fall asleep in a few minutes. Yeah, it gets really strange.
Yeah.
It's just how it works, I guess. But, well, Derek, I guess let's try talking about 2022, I guess. That's what we usually do. I mean, so what's up for the new year? Do you have any goals in mind or anything?
Yeah, I'm definitely curious about, as far as work goes, one of two things. Either one, possibly getting this new position, or two, trying to figure out how to do this game over shit. I do think I'm getting better about it.
Yeah.
At least, like, between me and the headquarters, we kind of devised a new attack strategy for how to kind of make that store work for me. So whether I'm saddled up with it or not, I guess I'll figure it out. Apart from that, yeah, just really try to spend more time with my family and stuff this year. I haven't really done as much of that as I want to. So I think that'd be kind of good for me. And again, if I got that new position, that'd be even easier. Because then I'd be 9 to 6, weekdays, blah, blah, blah. But,
Yeah, I mean, I really think you should focus less on work this year. Like, you really should, like, take a step back from it.
yeah.
Because it really has been, like, kind of really eating up a lot of your time.
Yeah.
And that's a lot. That's time you could be spent doing other things.
Yeah. That's definitely kind of the bummer is because it, like, while theoretically this time this is probably the year that I made the most money, it's also the year that I have, like, more expenses than before. So it's not like I necessarily, got any benefit of all the extra, bonuses and whatever. So.
Right.
Yeah, interesting kind of effect or whatever I'm looking for. Smart words.
Yeah. I mean, well, work for me is going to stay the same, but we're going to get our yearly pay raise when we go back.
You said it's a fixed one for just everybody, or?
Well, no, there's different pay grades.
But I mean, like, for people in your position, you're just going to get whatever.
Yeah, an extra 50 cents. Yeah.
Okay.
I think everyone is getting a 50-cent bump, or maybe it's everyone who was hired before a certain time or something. I forgot.
Okay.
But we'll be starting out at $19 an hour for 2022.
Gotcha.
I mean, well, if you work second or third shift.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, for day shift it'll be $17.50. But yeah, one thing I didn't mention. Well, I mean, we know this; it's been all over the news. But yeah, we lost some celebrities. We lost Betty White, just here on New Year's Eve.
Right.
We lost Betty White, and we lost who was the other person? John Madden.
Right.
From Madden football. I mean, I'm not a football fanatic, but I mean, we all have to, but I think anyone could recognize Madden. just the name, just the name. Anyone who plays games, would know what Madden is.
Yeah, like I don't like to this day. I always wondered like, because I don't follow football, so I don't know if he was a good player, if he was a good coach, if he was a good, because he was like I think he was a player, then he turned coach, then he was like a commentator and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
blah.
I think so.
Actually know any of that stuff, but I don't know. They used his namesake for the games forever for some reason, and I'm sure he got much royalties for that. So I'm sure he'd getting a paycheck well after he's retired or whatever. So
yeah, so yeah, we lost John Madden, we lost Betty White, just 17 days I think shy of turning 100. So I mean, I don't know if I want to turn 100 anyway.
yeah, right.
I mean, I guess if you're in good health, I guess it wouldn't hurt, but I mean...
Yeah, that's the idea.
I mean, she seemed like she was in, decent health, but of course I didn't keep up with, her status that much, so I don't know what she had or what she died from. But when you're that age, it's like anything could happen quickly.
Yeah.
You never know. And that would just bother me to no end. Like, if I was 100 years old, I'd be like, man, am I still going to be alive tomorrow? Like, is something going to happen? I mean, like, where am I going to go? So it's like, I mean, you got to be on your toes all the time, That would just bother me so much. So, like, you don't have much time left if you're 100 years old. So.
Right. I'm kind of going through a list. I forgot about some of these other folks this year. We lost, apparently, Prince Philip.
Oh, Prince Philip? Okay.
DMX. McDonald. Biz Marquee, I forgot about that. That was way earlier in the year. Apparently Robert Downey Sr.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's a lot of other people listening to my list. I realize I recognize it. So.
Yeah, I mean, well, we lose people every year, but it's like, we've lost so many people this past year or two.
Yeah.
There's been so much, like, death, and so much sickness. It's just that. I mean, it's depressing. Yeah. That's all you hear about.
Correct. That's why I don't listen to it. Cause
yeah.
A whole lot of nothing, and I'm not going to do anything about it, so.
That's what I was.
My dad's sitting there watching the news every day, yelling at the TV. I'm like, well, you don't even fucking vote. So, like, why do you give a shit?
Well, you can just observing.
Yeah.
Just commentating, or what are they? You're just you're just looking at it from the outside, or whatever.
Let's see.
But yeah, that's what.
Oh, Rush Limbaugh? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, Rush Limbaugh. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Back in February, apparently.
That was early in the year, right?
Dustin Diamond.
I don't know who that is.
The guy who played Screech on Saved by the Bell, the goofy white guy.
Oh, I'm not too familiar with that show.
He had a sex tape a few years ago.
No.
Larry King died in January?
Yeah, I guess that sounds about right.
What the fuck? Is this when we lost, was it last year that we lost Alex Trebek?
Was that this year? Or, no, that may have been last year. Because they got the replacement If it was this year, it was really early, but it may have been last year.
Yeah, it was last year. Yeah.
Last year, okay, yeah.
And didn't he have some type of cancer?
It's pancreatic.
Yeah.
That's what my dad had.
Fun fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, that's going around too.
Joanne Rogers?
I don't know who that is.
That's Mr. Rogers' widowed wife.
Oh, okay. So that was Mr. Rogers' wife.
Yeah. Died at the age of 92 on January 14th. Mr. Rogers died in 03?
Yeah.
I thought it was like 09 or something like that.
Oh, not. That was February of 2003. I don't remember the exact day, but I remember the month and the year because I remember seeing it in the newspaper. I think my dad told me or my mom told me. It's like, yeah, Fred Rogers died. I'm like, oh.
A nice guy.
Yeah.
Still never saw the movie.
Yeah. My mom said it was on some movie channel.
Assuming it's pretty heart-wrenching, so I guess I'm in no hurry.
I can enjoy a good heart-wrenching story. Because I'm not a real man, so, I can enjoy that. I'm not sure what you mean, cheesecake. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but thank you.
Oh. I got tuned in.
Mm-hmm.
I was tuned in. Hold on, tuned in over here.
Yeah. Well,
You can hear me. I knew you would return. Now it ends for all of us. Let the nightmares burn.
Yep. Is that your prediction for 2022? It's gonna be another nightmare.
Let the bad go away.
Yeah. Now it ends for all of us.
What are you, the savior or something? Didn't know it? He was a poet and didn't know it?
Yep. I don't know, Derek. I don't know what's going to get us out of this now. It's been 2 years already, so... nearly 2 years of this. But yeah, Derek, I guess that's pretty much it. Like, there really isn't much to say. I mean, 2021 was just more 2020. and hopefully 2022 is better.
Yeah.
Right?
As we said before, it's like, it really pretty much only go up from here, so let's go up.
Yeah. I mean, I want to say 2021 was a little better than 2020, but but again, for some people it wasn't. So I can't say that for everybody.
Yeah, I'd like to say for kind of like how I said last year, I was like, there was actually a lot of positive things that connection terminated. There's no need there's no more need to run your endless search for blood is finally done. Um, the fact that it has odd spacing, I find weird, or lack of spacing.
Yeah, that's weird.
Maybe it's song lyrics. Oh, yeah, it's song lyrics to some
That's what it seemed like, yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy's bullshit. That's anyway.
I mean, well, I guess the New Year's party should have music. Or whatever kind of entertainment.
Yeah, it's Five Nights at Freddy's bullshit. So fuck them. Anyway, boy, I sure had a smart. Boy, I had an intelligent.
Yeah. What were you saying about
explosions?
Explosions and fireworks? Yeah, fire does work, you know.
Got a cat this year. She's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a kitty.
She was somebody else's kitty, but now we have to put up with it.
I wouldn't mind trying having a kitty. I think I would like them better than a dog now.
Fair.
You know, because cats are more independent and they leave you alone, and you know they do their thing, and you just do your thing, and you know I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
You know. Not like dogs that always want your attention. You know, they're like a child. You know, I mean, you might be able to do more with them, maybe. You know, some people might enjoy that. You know, but I'm like, hey, just give me a cat. I'm cool with that. You know.
Just give me a cool cat.
Give me a cool cat. Yeah, but you know, but I do have high hopes for 2022 though. Like, I do think that. I mean, I'm gonna try to make it better. Like, I mean, like I'm gonna hopefully try to travel more. And this is what I'm gonna call like the upgrade year.
There you go.
Yeah, like 2022 is gonna be my upgrade year. 2022 is when I'm gonna like do some upgrades to the house, or maybe get a new car, or you know just try to do more and try to kick out the old.
There you go.
Gonna upgrade my PC. You know, my nearly 10-year-old, mostly 10-year-old PC parts. I'm finally gonna get new. You know, yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, about time, right?
Yeah, push that PS5 out the window and get an Xbox One.
Yeah, because PS5's trash.
Correct. You gave me the secret.
Yeah, I mean, I really haven't been. We still got the Game Pass. We still got to try Sea of Thieves.
Right.
I mean, we only got that expires in February. We might have like another 6 weeks to go, maybe.
Yes.
So we got it. So we better get to it.
Better higgity hop on it.
Yeah.
Or you'll never let me down. I mean, you'll never let it down. You'll badmouth me all 2022 about it.
Yeah. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts.
Only buts. There's only one but.
Yeah, there is. There is only one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I said, I'm going to try to do some upgrades this year. I'm going to try to do some stuff. You know. I mean, so is there anything in... Is there any particular goal you have in mind besides, maybe new job position? Is there
Yeah,
anything you want to work on?
yeah. So maybe new job thing. I want to, especially if I get that allow me to uh, kind of have some more structured stuff. So that will just open up a lot of other things, like be able to finally, hang out with my family on the weekend, or do something with Liz because we don't really do very much anymore.
Yeah.
And I've been kind of exercising a little bit here and there, but I'd like to do that a little bit more. So I feel like it'd be a lot more fun. So I want to try to get back into doing that type of stuff. Just overall, like everything else that I kind of haven't been doing because I haven't been making as much time for that stuff.
Yeah, you just, like I said, you just been spending so much time working. I'm sure she's told you this too. I mean, you just been. You stay at work all the time, and even when you do come and work, even when you do come home, you still have homework.
Yeah.
So you still gotta work from home sometimes. So it's like, yeah, I mean, it's like you're always working. You just don't have any free time at all now, really.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I really think that should change. You do need to kind of free up some of your time. And I think that would benefit you very much so.
Greatly demands.
Greatly, yeah.
Yeah, some of that, but I need to kind of get like more into the sun, just like health and my body and taking care of myself, and still need to kind of create some kind of attack strategy for like my dad's house as far as what the hell I'm gonna do with that, everything, and this house, everything here, all these TVs and stuff we got in this fucking room. Like 5 TVs in this closet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 TVs in here. Yeah.
And that's just in that house.
That's just in this closet.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was 4 monitors in my kitchen at my dad's house. I 2 different TV sets, a monitor that has speakers and stuff, an actual ED TV, and then another 2 computer monitors. So yeah, 4 screens in the kitchen, 4 on my desk, 2 TVs in there as well, TV in my bedroom, CRT in the back of the house, a CRT in the garage. So yeah, I have another CRT downstairs in our garage over here. So.
I mean, you must watch a lot of stuff.
Never.
Yeah, you just want to change all those settings on those screens.
Thanks.
'Cause that's what he does now. He just changes settings. He just likes to tinker with the settings and adjust, fine tune.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I just need to figure out set up at my dad's house and set up over here and find more time playing games. I've had some of the most fun this year when I was actually playing games, because I was doing a lot of single player stuff this year, which felt really.
Yeah, I mean, single player experiences can definitely be good, but it's like, I feel like I've been seeking out more multiplayer experiences, like interactions with other players.
Yeah, I feel you have been. Yeah.
Yeah, and but that's kind of tough to do when you're so selective about it.
Yeah.
you know. I mean, but when you're a gamer, you can't really be that selective if you want to play with some people.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not even aware of any like games coming out this year that I'm looking forward to. I mean, I really haven't been keeping track of it.
Yeah, and usually when people talk about like the new stuff, I'm just like, oh, whatever. I don't know. Like I felt like the only game I was ever like kind of excited about was like Cruise and Blast, and that was it.
Yeah.
There's a new Pokemon game coming out, so I know Liz wants to get that. The Horizon sequel comes out.
Oh yeah, the new Horizon game. I guess I'll play that. I'll look forward to it a little bit.
The Elden Ring is what everybody else is talking about, but I don't care for those From Software games. That doesn't excite me. Apparently, there's an Evil Dead game coming out. That's cool. Gran Turismo 7.
Yeah.
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Borderlands spinoff.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of that at all.
Yeah. It's been a long... no, hold on. This Dungeons and Dragons inspired Borderlands spin-off comes to consoles and PC in late March. Tiny Tina serves as dungeon master for Wonderland's story, which includes the return of everyone's favorite diamond unicorn, Butt Stallion, and sends players on an epic quest to defeat the Dragon Lord. The voice cast includes some top talent, including Will Arnett as the Dragon Lord, Andy Samberg as Valentine, Wanda Sykes as Fret, and Ashley Burch returning as Tiny Tina. Like a top-down like action game or something.
Okay, so it's not really like a Borderlands game. It's just a different.
Well, I mean, in the first sentence, it's a spin-off, so...
Yeah, spin-off, yeah.
Let's see.
So probably not for me then.
Oh yeah, that new 3D roaming around Kirby game. That looks kind of cool.
Oh, what's that about?
They only showed a little snippet of it in like the thing. I think it was in the one where they revealed Switch Online expansion. Yeah, they just did a snippet of it. It was like 30 seconds, but it's like a free roaming Kirby game. It showed him like in running around this like rundown, like abandoned, like overgrown, like mall. Mainline Kirby game since 2018. Kirby and the Forgotten Land is a 3D adventure set in an abandoned, overgrown city. Switch exclusive is targeting a spring 2022 release window. I forgot about that. That looks cool.
Yeah. I don't have I still haven't got a Switch OLED. I mean, I really wanted one at first, but now I just keep holding off on it. Like, nah. I've got other things to spend my money on, you know.
Yeah, I suppose you gotta feel like you really gotta do it. Like, you really gotta, like, you feel like you have to have something that you're actually gonna play on it.
I mean, all I have is the Animal Crossing game, and I probably want to play the Cruisin' game, the Cruisin' Blast.
Yeah.
But besides that, you know, I mean...
Breath of the Wild 2?
Oh, yeah, that'll probably be coming.
Yeah, I just... let's see. It just says something due out in 2022. No actual release date or window.
It'll probably be more towards the next holidays.
There's the God of War sequel. Or there's a Hogwarts game they're going to make. Another Mario and Rabbids sequel. Sonic Frontiers. Splatoon 3. All kinds of shit. Whatever. All kinds of shit is right.
Yeah. That's all it is.
Bunch of dookie. Bunch of fucking turds falling in a bucket.
Haha, he's funny. He made a funny laugh. He made me giggle. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of lost for words. I just don't have anything going on to really say. It's just, and like I said, I do have plans for 2022. I hope they work out.
Right.
I got stuff I plan to do, stuff to upgrade. PC, car maybe. I'm actually looking at that now. Actually.
Nice.
What else? Well, like I said, just try to travel more instead of just whenever I'm off a few days, just go somewhere. Just try to drive out and go somewhere because I really miss doing that.
Yeah, fair.
And just being somewhere else away from home is actually pretty nice. I mean, it's just makes you feel like you're there's new experiences to experience and new places to see.
Right.
And I'm all for that.
Had yourself an eye-opening time this past week.
Yeah, I really did. I mean, it's because I remember that the last time I stayed somewhere in a hotel was in 2019. So 2 years.
Yeah.
And so I kind of missed it, and so now I'm thinking, where else can I go?
Right.
Yeah. Could always go back to Texas.
Right.
But your living situation is different now.
Correct.
So I don't know how that would work out.
We have a guest bedroom, if that's what you meant. But yeah.
Well, that and also, just time because now I can't take off 10 days away whenever I want to.
Yeah.
And since you're a manager, you can't take off for like 10 days or 2 weeks or something.
Yeah.
So
like what you're supposed to do, stuff like that. So what you just go in the morning and enter inventory and then leave, and not actually work the real shifts. I don't know.
Well, you mentioned that you have PTO, but you never use any of it, right?
This gets mad at me all the time for that. I don't even know how to use it. I don't know how much I have. I didn't read about it today.
And well, do you get paid out for the PTO you don't use? Or does it roll over? Does it all roll over?
I read the thing about it today. So there is no cap on the PTO, is what it said. But there is a cap on the rollover, which is weird.
It's probably similar to the way they did at Walmart. That's what it sounded like to me. Like you can have as much. There's no cap on how much you can earn, but there technically is a cap on how much you can roll over. Like you can only roll over 80 hours. At least that's how it was at Walmart.
Okay.
Yeah, so that kind of so it's probably kind of like the same premise. Like it may not be 80 hours, it might be 40 or something for you, but it's how many, if you have 80 hours and you're only allowed to roll over 50, well then you'll roll over 50 hours in the next year and you'll get paid out for 30 PTO hours.
Okay.
So, which you might prefer the extra cash than having the time off.
Yeah, right.
If that's what you rather have. But still, having time off is also good. It's good to do sometimes.
Yeah, and it said, so I get 3.2 every pay period, I believe, and everybody else gets 2.
Okay.
So, what is that? 3.2 times 26 would be a yearly payout with no, as long as we didn't tamper with it.
Okay.
Correct. Would that be the right math?
Sounds like it, yeah.
So 83.2. And I haven't used any since shutdown. And I don't think I used any before that, ever.
Yeah, probably not.
So, we don't get pay stubs anymore. It's all just on this online account thing, and I don't even know what it is. So, that's the only reason why I don't know, because it's on this online thing now. I don't remember ever getting the information for that, so whatever.
I mean, I've never gotten a paper pay stub. They've always just been online to view. Even when I first started at Walmart, it's like, oh, it was all online. Like, that's, well... The only paper check I got was just, like, maybe your first... Like, maybe my very first Walmart check was a paper check. I don't remember.
Yeah, well, we don't even get stubs anymore. We didn't get actual checks at Game Over, but we did get stubs. But we don't get those anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just online now, but I didn't know where they are, so I don't know where they are. Never looked at them. I guess I should find out.
You should. It's important to know. It's all impertinent stuff.
Lots of impertinent.
Well, all right, Derek. Well, I guess that's it. That's New Year's. 2022 is here, so hopefully it's a good one for everybody. I hope it treats you well. I mean, hopefully there's good things that happen, because I'm tired of all this, negativity.
Negativity.
Yeah, that's all there is now. It's
everywhere.
It's just people just hate each other now, and everyone's fighting, and just at each other's throats. It's really sad.
Just tense and lame.
Yeah, but but like I was saying, I don't know what to think anymore. Like, I really don't know who to believe, or what to even do. It's just, hey, I'm just gonna go this way.
Yeah. So, worry about myself. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
When I was paying attention to all that stuff, I wasn't very happy. Now that I'm not, I feel a lot better. So whatever.
Yeah, that is true. That will make you unhappy. I mean, it's, that's what I was saying earlier. I was just saying, just live your life. Just live your life. I mean, don't hide in your house unless you're sick, obviously. But just don't be afraid of. Just you can't be scared all your life. Just I mean, just if you want to do something, do it.
Right.
If you want to do something, do it. As long as you're not hurting yourself or others. I mean, just do it. And there's a risk with anything you do.
Right.
There's always risk. So, but, sometimes you gotta take it.
Punk out. Take it, boys and girls.
And stay out of trouble.
Yeah, those words.
I'm not sure if I ever told you this. But one time, when I was still going to the Kingdom Hall when I was a teenager, one of the brothers came up to me one day and asked me, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, nothing. Ain't nothing going on." And he said, "Well, that's what happens when you stay out of trouble. Nothing happens." And so I was like, what I was probably meant as a compliment, but the way I took it was, sometimes in order for something to happen, you gotta get in a little bit of trouble.
Right?
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta get in a little bit of trouble for something to happen. You know? I mean, nothing serious, obviously, but just a little bit of trouble. You know?
Play it safe all eon.
Yeah. You know, because what's fun about that?
Yeah, stupid.
But, yeah, so... Yeah, just live your life, you know, and... I mean, be safe and, you know, take precautions, but still, you know, don't, you know, you don't have to hide in your house, you know, all year. You know, I mean, you know, but, I mean, it's just up to you. It's not my place or anyone else's place to tell you, you know, what precautions you should take or what injection you should take. Just do whatever you're comfortable with and what you think is best for you and or your family.
Right?
I mean, wouldn't anyone agree with that?
That's so wrong.
You know? So anyway, yeah. 2022 is great. Hope it's a great year for everyone. And 2021 is done. I'm glad it's over with. But, you know, I mean, it's, you know, it had a few good moments, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's still wasn't my best year, but I mean, it's, you know, again, nothing bad happened in it, I guess. Not for me, personally. So I guess I can't complain too much.
Yeah. It's an overall life. So.
Yeah, I mean, I came out okay. As far as I know, I've never even had COVID yet. I mean, unless I've had it and just never knew it.
Right.
Which I guess that could happen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sure, but I'll never know now.
Yeah. I mean, well, you never ever been tested, haven't you?
Nope.
You never ever have been tested. No. Just never had the... You never felt like you've been exposed at all?
Yeah, I've never really had like a real reason to.
You never had like a scare of like, oh, someone next to me tested positive or something, so I'll get tested?
Nope.
No.
Didn't happen. Didn't happen, pal. Didn't happen.
Well, one thing I forgot to talk about, though, was something that happened last year to me. You remember that? You remember? It was really, really early in the year, like January.
For 2021?
Yeah.
Your brother moving in with you?
That was 2020.
Oh, I don't know. Go ahead.
My surgery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I never told you about that. Well, I never explained in detail what happened. I just said it happened. I think I told you I had it, but I never actually explained it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, just, I had to... I never had surgery before, so it was kind of, it was kind of freaky. But I mean, it wasn't anything serious. It was just a little minor incision. It was just a little minor operation. Nothing serious, but just to remove a little growth on my, like below my ear or something.
Interesting.
But it was a bit more involving than I thought just to remove that. But yeah, for a little bit there, I kind of felt like my dad, because I was going to the hospital. I had to get this CAT scan done, and then I was given a date for the surgery, and so so then that day came, and we filled the paperwork out, and then we took me back there and had to undress and then put on this like this hospital gown, the famous hospital gown that just barely covers you at all.
Yeah.
And and then I had to, and then I laid down in the hospital bed, and they stuck a couple of needles in me and stuck an IV in there, and then they wheeled me back to the operating room, and there were all these big lights, and then they actually like pushed me onto the operating table, and then the doctor puts this like oxygen mask on my face and said, "Oh, just breathe in normally. It's just pure oxygen." It's like, okay, and then one of the guys, I guess part of the anesthesiology, says, "So I'm giving you some medicine now to help you sleep." I'm like, okay. And then like, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 seconds went by, and then and the next thing I know, I was waking up.
Nice, yeah.
And the nurse was actually like hollering at me to wake up, and I was like, oh, but you're really really tired when you wake up from an operation, like you're really really tired.
Yeah.
And you're really slow and lethargic.
All doped up, yeah.
But I wasn't all like, hey, I mean, it wasn't all that. It was just tired feeling.
Okay.
Like it wasn't like, I'm really high right now. I want to say stupid things. It's like it wasn't that.
Okay.
It was just I was just really sleepy. But then but I kind of came out of it after an hour or two, and I was conscious, and I mean, yeah. So that was. I mean, yeah, that was the basics of it, but yeah, but it was kind of surreal because I felt like this must have been what Dad felt like, because he had to go to the hospital several times and get tests and have an operation and get chemotherapy for his cancer and stuff like that. I'm like, man, yeah, this is a taste of what he went through.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's. Yeah, so that happened in 2021. Had my first surgery. I mean, minor surgery, but it was technically surgery. And, first operation like that. And that was in January of 2021. So that's something that happened to me in 2021. Not really the best way to start off the year, but, but it was okay. I turned out all right. Everything went fine. And, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's an experience for sure. But, but it wasn't really like, it wasn't. It wasn't even really that bad. I didn't feel any pain or anything. It was just because I wasn't awake for it. So it's like I just woke up and it was done. So it's really not that bad for me.
Yeah, of course not.
No, so
yeah, all the stuff I ever had done was all done in my mouth. So
yeah, mouth stuff. Yeah,
get teeth cut out of my head, braces and shit like that. So I'm used to that. That ain't nothing. Gum graft, had 2 of those done because I fucked up the first one, and yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, well, I just I mean, I've had teeth pulled when I was a kid, but nothing. I mean, nothing really serious. And I've never had my wisdom teeth, so I never had them be able to be cut out.
Huh.
Yeah, my wisdom teeth have never come in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they never have.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that does happen, but I think it's also it's kind of uncommon.
Yeah, probably so.
You know.
Hope it's not something that happens at like 40 or something, and it's gonna be super painful or something.
Yeah, I'm always worried about that. Am I still gonna hit wisdom teeth at some point? Like, are they still gonna come in and they're just coming in really late?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, like maybe they're down there and just not moving. Like maybe they're not trying to come up, but they're still down there. I don't know. But it's like as long as they ain't bothering me, I ain't gonna bring it up. You know. But yeah. So I guess that's it. That was 2021, and hopefully we'll have a good 2022. Like I said, I have some plans I hope to do this year. We'll see if they really happen, and I hope the best for everybody, and hope you have a good new year and your resolutions or whatever come true.
Thanks.
And yeah, so any last words you want to say about anything? No?
Just go out there and kick butt, folks. Kick butt.
Kick butt.
It's gonna be a good year. Everybody stay on their P's and Q's. I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Worry about yourself, and we'll get through it.
Yeah. I think that's what everyone's trying to do, really, is just worry about themselves. Yeah. More and more people now, I think, are just trying to be more independent.
Yeah.
And, they don't want to, they don't want someone to, they don't want to have to care for somebody else, and they don't want to have someone tell them what to do and where to go. That's why people aren't staying married anymore either.
Yeah.
Because they don't want someone bossing them around, or
Want to feel like they have to compromise or anything.
Right, yeah. They just want to live their own lives. So
Right.
Yeah, they want to do what they want to do, and and live their own lives, and not have responsibilities of caring for somebody else. If that's your choice, that's your choice. But at the same time, like if you've already made a choice, well, you should kind of stick by that choice, I think. Yeah, not supposed to just change your mind on the fly like that, but.
Right.
But whatever. That's their business.
Hey, people.
Mm-hmm. But all right, man. So I guess I'll end it here. So once again, Happy New Year, everybody. Have a great 2022, and thanks for being here with me, Derek. Better late than never.
Right.
And yeah, so thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll have some, well, I know I will have some more amazing content this year.
Yay.
I'm not sure about In Dead's Game Room, though. I think that game room is empty.
Thanks.
It's very empty. Very
TVs
empty.
and shoes.
It's full of TVs, clothes, and
Dust.
You need a housekeeper or something to keep to maintain your room.
This is a
Peanut gallery?
Peanut gallery.
Okay.
I guess you better end it there. Peanut gallery.
All right, man. Well, all right. Once again, Happy New Year, everybody, and thanks for watching. And we'll see you next year.
Have a good one, guys. See you next year for more the same.
Have a good one.
To lose. Ha, paces. Ball.
Boom.